Hello, boys and girls, moms and dads, grandmas, uncles, the dog, the cat. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy. This channel is all about creativity, imagination, and color. Today, we are gonna be learning how to paint a jean jacket. Yes, you can paint your clothing, but before you go and get paint and start painting on your clothes or someone else's clothes, make sure you first get permission and watch this video. This is a jean jacket that I got at a local thrift store. It was once not colored like a watermelon. If you want to learn how to paint your jean jacket, then keep watching.
For this video, we're using acrylic paint. And I laid out all the colors that I'm using to paint a watermelon design.
You want to make sure that you put something down to protect so that when I paint on this, if it goes through, it's not going to get on my table. And then I have some reference photos on my computer. So I'm going to
mix some paint and create a watermelon color, like for the rind. So I'm just gonna go in here with acrylic paint and a paintbrush, and I'm just really honestly just painting right on the jean jacket. I did not prep the jean jacket. I am just taking a normal brush and painting right straight on the jacket. And as you can see, I'm using a bigger brush here because I've found that smaller brush was too small. And then I added some white because when you look at a watermelon, it goes from green and then to white. So I blended the green and the white together. And then I brought my jean jacket to the beach because my friends invited me to go to the beach here in Hawaii. And how could I say no? So I filled in my jean jacket with that pink color that you see there. And then I started to paint some of the seeds. And then I brought my jacket home after painting the back and started to paint the pocket. So I was doing the same thing that I was doing with the back part, where I'm just taking that green color and I'm filling in the pocket with that green color here straight on. Notice I'm using a smaller brush than the one that you had seen that I used for the back of the jacket. And this is because there's this little small area and I want to make sure that I'm not bleeding the paint onto the edges. You could also use blue painter's tape and you could tape down the edges to make sure that you don't spill out onto the other parts of your jacket. But I am just being super duper careful here. And then I'm going in with that white paint, and this is what you see on a watermelon. If you look at watermelon illustrations, watermelon art, watermelon clothing, if you Google all that, you see that there's a little bit of green for the rind and then a little bit of white, and then you then will paint some of that pink part. So I decided that I just wanted the green and the white part to be the top part of the pocket. So I'm going in with just straight white and lining the bottom of this pocket. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in after brushing all the paint off of my brush. I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend that white part up so it gently fades into the green as you see that I'm doing here. And I sped up the process a little bit so it's kind of a time lapse so that you can see me as though I'm doing it super fast. I really did not paint that fast. After the top part of the pocket, I then took some pink paint, red paint, and white paint, mixed those together to create a watermelon type color and filled in the bottom part of the pocket. Again, I sped up the video so it's more of a time lapse. So like I said, as if I'm painting that fast, but just so that you can basically see what I'm doing here, I'm just filling it in with basic acrylic paint, and I'm concentrating on using more red on the bottom of the pocket and then fading up very gradually. You can hardly see it on the video, but it goes from red, super red on the bottom, to gradually fading up to a little bit more of a pink color as we go to the top. And if you'll notice here, I made sure to unbutton the pocket before I started painting, because once I'm done with the bottom part of the pocket, I want to go in and paint a little bit underneath the pocket. Now, when you're wearing the jacket, you're going to button that button right there, but I wanted to just add a little bit so it like bleeds underneath the pocket. And I don't mean bleed as in it's gonna bleed through. I just mean that it's gonna bleed and just continue up underneath the pocket. So I just continued painting the pink on the pocket, and then I went in with some straight black acrylic paint. I'm using a really thin brush here, and I watered down the paint a lot, so it's not too watery where it's just gonna run, but it's just watery enough where it almost acts as though it's like an ink. And I'm making almost like a teardropped shape, so it's a little bit rounder and thicker on the bottom, and then it comes up to a point, kind of like, looks like a raindrop. If you look at a raindrop, if you Google teardrop or raindrop, if you look at Google Images, it'll show you a shape that is, like I said, like more round on the bottom and comes up to a pointed tail. So I just randomly added those seeds. These are the little watermelon seeds. And again, I had unsnapped the pocket so that I could open the flap and continue to paint all of those seeds underneath the pocket. Now, once the paint's dry, I am going to close that flap and I'm going to fasten that button again. So you're not going to see those little seeds that are underneath the pocket, but I wanted to just paint them anyway. I want to show you that you can actually wash this jacket. We put everything in the washing machine and then we're going to dry it as well. And we're just going to hit start. All right, we took the jacket out of the dryer and here it is. Modeling the jacket is me, Mandy, your favorite art teacher.
Thank you so much for being here on my channel. I hope that this sparked your creativity, your imagination. I would love to see what you come up with. You can always email me. Send me a message, send me a picture with what you are doing with your clothes. How did you paint your jean jacket or your sneakers or your shirt, or what did you do? Make sure you check out all my videos. I have a lot of playlists and tutorials, videos to spark your creativity and your imagination. Oh, and if you want to buy this jean jacket right off my body, I will personally wash it for you and ship it to you. It is available right now as of this recording in my store. It might be gone by the time you watch this, but if it's not, it could be yours. So head to the description box below and click that link. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and go out and paint the world with your color, your light, and your love. And I will do the same. Bye.